Are we ready to bring the jury back in, folks?
Yes? Okay. Gentlemen,
All rise. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope lunch was satisfactory. We are ready to continue. You may call your next witness, Ms. Diener.
Judge, the state would call Kelsi Siebert. Judge, is it okay if I give her water?
Sure.
Kelsi, can you please tell the jury your full name?
Kelsi Siebert?
And is that your married name?
Yes.
And so back in 2017, was your last name German?
Yes.
Could you spell your first name for the court reporter?
Kelsi.
And spell your current last name.
Siebert.
And did you grow up in Delphi?
Yes, I did.
And did you live in town? Out of town?
Right outside of Delphi, yeah.
And who did you live with?
My grandparents,
And their names are?
Mike and Becky Patty.
And when you were living with Mike and Becky Patty, do you remember how old you were?
I don't. I believe I was young.
Very young?
Yes.
And Liberty German is your full sister. Is that correct?
Correct?
In 2017, who was part of the household?
My grandparents, obviously. Me, Libby, my dad, and my uncle.
And your dad's name is?
Derek German.
And your uncle?
Cody Patty.
In 2017, what grade were you in?
I was a junior.
And in February, did you already have your license?
Yes.
And how old would you have been?
I had just turned 17.
Did you graduate from Delphi High School?
Yes.
Okay, and after that, did you get additional education or training?
Yeah, I went to Purdue University.
And did you earn a bachelor's degree?
Yes, in psychology.
And are you currently employed?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work for my grandma doing appraisals, and I work at Dairy Queen in the evenings.
Do you have a family of your own?
Yes, I am married. I have a daughter and one on the way.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So in 2017, you were a junior. And what grade was your sister in?
8th grade.
Were you in the same types of activities at school?
Yes, she did a lot more than me, but we swam together.
How would you characterize your relationship with Liberty?
We were very close. She was more like my best friend than my sister.
Were you familiar with each other's friends?
Yes, we knew most of the people we went to school with. It was a small school, so everybody knew everybody.
And how many, just to give an example, how many students do you recall being in your grade?
My grade graduated with 86 people.
Do you recall that Liberty's grade was similar in size?
I believe it was a little bigger.
When you go to high school with 86 people in your class, do you pretty much know everyone?
Yes.
Did you feel, was it your observation that Liberty knew most of her classmates?
Oh, absolutely.
And then were you also familiar with Abigail Williams?
Yes.
And tell me about how you knew Abigail and to what extent you were familiar with her.
Libby and Abby were friends. They played sports together, had classes together. She'd went on vacation with our family.
Was she a friend of Libby's that would spend a lot of time at your house?
Yeah.
And did she, to your knowledge, at the particular time we're interested in, February of 2017, do you know if she had her own phone?
She did not.
And so maybe there's something you remember about her not having a phone that causes you to be confident that she didn't. What do you remember about that, if anything?
I know my sister let her use her iPad sometimes.
How would you describe your sister Liberty's personality in relationship to her friends?
Libby was always the outgoing one. She always wanted people to feel included, so she would go out and find the people that needed somebody just to make them laugh or smile.
Was she someone who was brave or cautious?
Very brave.
And can you think of an example of that? Or let's say specific to this particular instance, we've talked about the High Bridge and that it's a unique place. Are you familiar with the High Bridge?
Yeah, that's a place a lot of people would go to hang out, but specifically me and Libby would go out there to walk the trails. And I remember the first time we went out there together, she had to force me to go across because she was so scared. Well, I was scared. She wasn't scared at all. So she kind of made me feel silly for being scared of going across it.
Do you remember how old you guys were when you did that?
I had my license, so I would have been 16.
So it would have been within, let's see, when's your birthday?
January.
Okay, so it would have been within a year
Yes.
for February 2017.
Yes.
When you and she went across the bridge, was that a first time for her and also a first time for you?
Yes.
And what do you remember about it?
I remember the bridge being terrifying, the big gaps that were in it, but I wouldn't let her go across it alone, so I went with her.
Okay. Was there anything that you remember specifically about the experience of going across it? Is it something that you do slowly, or do you get hurry up and get it over with?
I crawled across it because the gaps were scary and it's very high up in the air.
Had you been to the trail with both Kelsi and Abby before?
With Libby and Abby?
Or with Libby and Abby before?
Not with Abby, no.
So let's go to February 13th, 2017. It was a Monday. What do you remember about that day?
We woke up, well, I woke up late. We had the day off school, so we had planned, well, I had planned on going to my boyfriend's house that day when she asked me if we could go to the High Bridge.
So she asked you to go earlier in the day?
Yes, around the time I woke up. I was getting ready to leave.
And was she wanting you to take her there? Or was she wanting you to go with them?
She wanted me to go with them.
Okay. And so what, if anything, do you know about what she and Abby were doing that morning after you woke up?
I knew that they were awake, but I wasn't sure what they were doing.
So do you remember where you were when she asked you the first time?
I was in the bathroom.
Okay. And did she ask again later that day?
I know that in conversation it came up that I could take them and drop them off if they had a ride home.
And was that something that you could do for them?
Yes.
Was it unusual that you would be taking Libby and Abby to the trails on this particular occasion without you going along or an adult?
No. It was a place we felt safe, and there wasn't much else to do in Delphi, so...
Did you know anything about the plans for her and Abby to be picked up later?
Yes. I told her she had to have a ride or I couldn't drop her off.
Was there anything that you're aware of that she or Abby did prior to leaving that related to going to the High Bridge?
I know that they told my grandma that, my sister told my grandma that they were going, and she told them they had to have a sweatshirt.
Okay. And so did they take coats with them?
They got them from my car.
So what do you know about what they wore when they left your car to go on the trails?
I knew that Libby had on a tie-dye shirt, and I had given Abby one of my gray jackets.
And so you made reference to a sweatshirt. Who had a sweatshirt?
Both of them had sweatshirts when they left. Abby had one on. Libby took one from my car.
Okay. Do you remember what the one Abby had looked like?
It was a gray zip-up jacket with white strings.
And do you know what Libby had?
I didn't at the time.
Okay. And so how do you know she got something?
I remember her grabbing something out of the back of my car.
Okay. And so what would have been available to her in the back of your car?
Lots of options. They would have been mine or hers. Swimming sweatshirts mostly.
And when you say a swimming sweatshirt, can you be more specific?
Yeah, we were both on the swim team, so we both had sweatshirts that said Delphi Swimming on them.
And did they also have, sometimes kids will get their names put on the back? Did they all have names, or did they?
I think they all said German, yes.
So what were you driving at the time?
A white Bonneville.
Had that vehicle been your grandmother's car prior to being yours?
Yes.
And what were the girls doing in the car on the way to the trail?
We had the music playing pretty loud, windows were open, and they were just talking and taking selfies on Libby's phone.
Did you become aware that your sister had posted one or more pictures that were taken inside your car on the way to the trail?
I didn't know that she posted them, but I've seen them, yes.
You've seen them? And if you were shown that today, you could identify it? Yes.
May I approach the witness, Judge?
You may.
Kelsi, I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. I want you to take a look at it, and I'll ask you some questions. You recognize that photo?
I do.
And does it accurately depict Abby and Libby inside your car?
Yes.
Are there features in the picture that make you sure that it is within your car?
Yeah. The window and the door.
Okay. And is the clothing that you see on them similar to what you saw that day?
Yes.
Okay. And so would you agree that that is the selfie you were referring to that would have been taken by your sister on her phone that day?
Yes.
State would move to admit Exhibit 1 and have it published to the jury.
No objection.
All right. Without objection, 1 is admitted, and you may publish.
Judge, is it fine to pass, or would you rather?
However you wish to do it, you may pass it. That's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Can you not display that until it's been admitted, please? Could you not display it until it's been admitted? Okay, thank you.
So just
Just lean it up against.
out here?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, until it's been admitted, it shouldn't be displayed to the jury. And I think you've had the opportunity to view. Oh, you're still looking at it. Okay. Just go ahead and pass that forward, and the state can retrieve that from you.
So can you describe for the jury the route you would take to drop your sister and Abby off at the trail?
So I would go down my driveway, turn right, and then go down past the cornfield and turn right again to get to the highway that would take you to another country road that would take you down there.
And so when you get to the trailhead, are you familiar with the Hoosier Harvest Store?
Yeah.
Would you come to the trailhead before the harvest store when you drop them off?
Yes.
And then after you drop them off, would you continue on in the same direction or go back the other way?
Same direction, towards Delphi.
Okay. And the entrance that you drop them at, what is it referred to as around here?
It would be the Mear's entrance or the trailhead at that point. It had like a sign for the Monon High Bridge there.
I'm just going to show her this
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
without displaying it to the jury. Is that fine?
Yes, that's fine.
Kelsi, I'm showing you what's marked as State's Exhibit 2. You can't see the sticker, but I promise you it's State's Exhibit 2. Does this area look familiar to you?
Yes.
And does this picture depict the Mear's entrance?
Yeah.
And does it depict the area from which you would have come from, home to pass the Mear's entrance?
Not.
Not necessarily your house, but I mean the area you would have come from.
Yes. Not the entire thing, but yes.
And then does it also show at least part of the path you would have taken to continue on toward town?
Yes.
Okay, and so would this be helpful for you to describe the area where you dropped them off?
Yeah.
Okay, Judge, the state would like to admit and publish Exhibit 2, State's Exhibit 2, for the purposes of having the witness use it as a demonstrative exhibit and also for it to be available to the jury.
No objection.
All right, without objection, 2 is admitted, and you may publish.
Okay, Kelsi, I'm going to have you step down. Just be mindful that,
Just keep your voice up.
yeah, you need to use your outside voice like I'm trying to do so that they can hear you. And have you describe some things on this map.
Okay.
Can you all see that?
So we want to stay out from in front of it, except when we're identifying something so they can see it. Okay, so you talked about coming from the area of your home and taking them to the trailhead. So what direction would you be coming from on this map?
I would have been coming from this side.
Okay, and is the road that you traveled on clearly depicted in this map?
Yes.
Could you use your finger to indicate the road you were traveling on?
It would have been this road.
Okay. And so you're marking a road halfway down the page that runs horizontal. Is that correct?
Yes.
This road right here. Okay. Do you know the name of that road?
No.
That's okay. A lot of people travel on roads they don't know the name of. Okay. And so can you point out for us where the trailhead or Mear's entrance is?
Here.
Okay. Now on the on the top or north side of the perpendicular road, there it looks like a house, buildings. Do you know what this is up here?
I think he has a farm.
And does it have a family name attached to it?
I don't know.
Okay. And so where is the actual trailhead? Come on over here and point it out, then we'll know.
It would be right here.
Okay. And which way does it run?
Down.
Okay, so it comes from the road you traveled on and it comes down on the page and that's the entrance to the trail. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and is this the entrance that you said was also referred to as the Mear's entrance?
Yes.
Okay, and when you leave, which way do you go?
I would have continued on the road that way.
And you're indicating this direction?
Yes.
Okay. Does that path take you to town?
Yes. This road.
Okay. So show us how you would get there. Come on my side and do it so the jury can see it.
I go to this way from here. I go left this way, up this way, and here, and around.
Okay, and what is this large highway in the center that you're going down?
The Hoosier Heartland.
Okay, great. So this area to the left of the page that shows housing additions, is that Delphi?
Yes.
Is your home far enough away that it wouldn't be walking distance?
Yes.
Okay, and you can have a seat back up there. When you drop them off at the trailhead, is there a parking area there?
A small entrance is there, and people park there.
Can you describe it?
It kind of looks like a driveway. You could drive up on it, and it's gravel, or it was gravel.
Does it have any sort of closure to keep people from driving all the way down this path to the trail?
It does now.
And how many cars could park there?
Maybe 2.
Did you park there?
Not very long, but I have before, yes.
Okay. On this particular day when you're dropping them off, what do you remember doing?
I kind of just pulled in and then continued driving.
And where did you go from there?
I went to my boyfriend's house.
Was your boyfriend's house at the time in town?
Yes.
And were you there the remainder of the day prior to learning that Libby and Abby were missing?
We had went and got lunch, but then we went right back to his house.
And that would have been in town also?
Yes.
You indicated that you had to go to work that day, and that's why you couldn't go to the trail with Libby and Abby.
Yes.
And where did you work at that time?
Dairy Queen.
What were Libby's habits with regard to her phone? Did she always know where it was? Would she tend to lose it? What do you remember?
It was always in her hand.
And you remember her using it on the way to the trail that day?
Yes.
Do you know if her phone was charged?
I don't know.
While you're in town doing your own thing, do you at some point get alerted that Libby and Abby are missing?
Yes. My boyfriend had left for work already, and I was waiting at his house, so it would have been after 4 o'clock. My grandma called me.
And do you remember what time you went to town?
When I went to Delphi
Yes.
around 1:45.
Would that have been around the time you left home?
Yeah, around there.
How long would you say it takes to get from your house to Main Street where you turn off?
Maybe 10 minutes.
And that's from home?
Yeah.
And so when you learned that Libby and Abby are missing, did you try to reach her?
Yeah. We were calling her.
When you say we, who are you referring to?
My whole family.
Well, at this point, you're at your boyfriend's house, correct?
Correct.
And so are you calling her as soon as you find out, or did you wait until your boyfriend came home?
No, I called work and told them I was going to be late and then went straight to the bridge.
You went straight to the bridge?
Yes.
So tell me about when you go to the bridge.
I just dropped them off and then,
No, I mean when you went to look for them.
oh, when I went to look for them,
Yes.
my family was there. And so then we walked to the bridge and Cody and I crossed the bridge.
And remind the jury who Cody is in relationship to you.
He's our uncle.
And he lived in the same household, is that right?
Yes.
And you refer to him as your uncle, but your grandmother has said, my son Cody. Can you just clear that up for us?
Yeah, it's my grandma's son,
Okay.
so it'd be my uncle.
And you go to the high bridge with your uncle and you walked the high bridge with him.
Yes.
So is this only the second time you've been on the high bridge?
No, I think I'd been on it a couple times before.
So the first time with Libby?
Yes.
And then you had done it.
At least one other time.
Do you know where other family members were searching while you and Cody crossed the high bridge?
No, I just know they didn't cross the bridge.
And when you go across the bridge, where do you go from there?
We went down the left side onto Weber's driveway.
And then where?
We would have went not towards their house, but in the opposite direction.
Okay. And would it be helpful to look at that on a map to explain
Yes.
the way that you went? Judge, they indicated they would stipulate that exhibit
Oh, okay.
can be admitted.
All right.
So State's Exhibit 3 is a closer view map of the same area to which defense is going to stipulate.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll show then by agreement states 3 is admitted.
Okay, Judge, is this amenable to the court?
Yes.
Okay, Kelsi, with regard to Exhibit 3 for the state, would you agree that this shows the same area that's in the other one, but a closer view?
Yes.
Okay, and do you recognize this area of the High Bridge Trail?
Yes.
Okay. And would you mind coming down and showing us where you crossed the High Bridge and what direction you and Cody went?
Yeah.
And you can do it from my side.
So the bridge is here. So we crossed all the way down and then later went down this way and onto the driveway and then in this direction.
Coming back to the other, let's make a reference here. So you cross the High Bridge.
Yeah.
The High Bridge leads around here.
Correct.
Okay. And point to where it ends.
Right here.
Okay. And so we're going to say this is north, south, east, west. So you went north off the bridge.
Yeah.
And then there's a drive and it's a lighter brown on the picture.
Yeah.
And you went on that drive to the left side or to the west.
Correct.
Okay. And does that drive pass under the bridge?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So since you're familiar with this area, from the road you're referring to or the drive down to this area, is that another elevation to go down? Another hill?
I know there's a hill that goes down here, and I think there is another one that goes down a little more.
Okay, so this is all not flat?
Correct.
Okay. And how far back to the west did you and Cody go?
We went all the way to where the gate is,
Okay.
about here.
All right. So there's a gate at the far end of this path.
Yes.
Are there things along the way that you had seen before? Had you been on this drive?
Yeah. So around this area, there's a tree with shoes thrown into it.
Okay. Is this a place, the High Bridge and this area down here, is that a place that you had visited before?
Yes.
And you're saying that when you came off of that and came to the west or southwest, you had been on this path and saw the tree with shoes?
Yes.
Is that something you did with your sister or with other kids?
Yeah. Both.
Is it something that high school kids or middle schoolers, I guess, young people talked about?
Yeah. Lots of people at the school had went out to see it.
Okay. Were you aware that this is private property?
No.
Okay. And did you, when you went to look for your sister and Abby, did you look the other direction?
No.
Why would you look this direction, the southwest, and not toward the water?
The house that Abby lived in is in this direction, so we thought maybe they took the driveway back to Abby's house.
Okay, so you could follow this drive and eventually get to where Abby lived?
Yes.
Okay, so that was your thinking, maybe they went to her house.
Correct.
Okay, after you go down here, do you return another direction or how do you get back?
We went back the way we came and back across the bridge.
Do you remember that it was starting to get dark?
Yes.
Okay, at what point had you already crossed back before it got dark?
Yeah. Some of us were back at the police station.
Before it was dark?
Yes.
And you were one of those people?
Yes.
And did you leave the path of the road that goes to the southwest to look for them?
No.
At this point, did you think that something bad had happened to your sister?
No. We thought maybe they were out into the woods and got hurt.
You can go ahead and have a seat. Now, how would you usually communicate with Libby if you were not together?
Sometimes we texted, but usually it was Snapchat.
Before we get to that, Kelsi, before you testified today, did you get an opportunity to review a video of the Monon High Trail, High Bridge Trail, and the actual High Bridge?
Yes.
And does it accurately depict the area in general?
It does as of now, yes.
Okay, tell us some of the things that are different about this video.
It has since been remodeled, so now the trail is paved and it has like a gate around it so you can't cross the bridge. And they have new ties, almost like decking.
Okay, some of the ties are new?
Yeah, it's not like the railroad ties all the way up to the end.
Okay. So is the part of the bridge that was original railroad ties, is it shorter
Yes.
because of improvements?
Yeah.
And so if a person watches this or sees it, the bridge is going to appear much shorter?
Yes.
Okay. In addition, the condition of the railroad ties that are unimproved, do they look different from 2017?
They look more rotten, but yes.
Okay. Does it accurately show what can be seen if you were walking from the Mear's entrance to the end of the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So would you agree that it stops at the end of the railroad trestle that you would have crossed when you were younger?
Yes.
No objection.
Do we have it marked? Where's the flash drive? Let's have Jody mark it.
Max has got it. Right here, Stacy.
Nope. That's our copy.
Oh, that's ours. Oh, you've got it. Okay. He's got it, Stacy. He's got it ready to go. If you want him just to play it off here.
Well, I'm going to have her mark our drive. That's yours. I'm not going to give her yours.
Okay.
So is this state's Exhibit 4, Miss Diener?
This is Exhibit 4 for the state? Yes.
And I heard a no objection over here, so I'll show 4 is admitted without objection.
So we would go ahead and publish that to the jury judge.
Yes, you may.
Kelsi, I may ask you questions during it, so we'll point out things that would be different, okay?
Okay.
It's only 5 minutes in length, Judge.
Okay.
Do you recognize this area as the Mear's entrance?
Yes.
Now, as you come up to this T, if you turn right, where does it go?
Freedom Bridge,
Okay. And so if you turn left, where does it go?
High Bridge.
Now, this is a paved path. Was it paved back in 2017?
No.
And what would have the surface been?
Just dirt or gravel.
I'm going to stop this here for you to give some explanation about what's different here, Kelsi.
Okay.
And would you agree that this area has been improved since 2017?
Yes. A lot.
Okay, you want to come down and talk about what you remember? You can do it from that side. So did these side rails exist back then?
No.
You said rails were replaced with something new. What part are you talking about?
So this part is no longer railroad ties.
Okay. And so you're saying in here?
Yeah. It'd be this whole section.
Okay, and was this little stand here on the left, did it exist back then?
No, it wouldn't have been able to.
You talked about a barrier back then. Where would the barrier approximately have been?
Somewhere around here?
And you're pointing to an area where the gravel kind of goes off to the side of the trail.
Yeah.
And there's two different colors of improvement here. One is a lighter color and the other one is darker. Would you say it was in this vicinity?
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you were crossing the high bridge, then what would you have to do to get to it?
There would have been a space between the bridge and the ground that you had to step over.
And then did you also have to climb over or go around the barrier?
You have to go around it. It was just kind of like a gate that just went to like here.
Okay. So there was space around it
Yes.
to go around.
Yes.
Okay. So this all would have been unimproved railroad trestle
Correct.
with no side rails. And now we're at the portion of unimproved portion. Is this what it all would have looked like?
Yeah.
This video shows a platform off the right, a platform off to the left. Were there more platforms at the beginning, prior to the beginning of it in this video, based on where the improvement was made?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, is that the end, as you remember it, the end of the railroad trestle bridge?
Yes.
And you said you went down to the left. So are we looking to the direction that you went down?
Yes.
And do you see the gravel drive that you referred to, that you went underneath the bridge? Was that in the video? Okay, so you went down to the left and then back on the gravel drive.
Yeah. Yes.
If you were at the, what I will call the end, not the beginning where the high bridge trail is, that's the walking path, but at the end of the high bridge, could you see someone at the beginning of the high bridge?
No.
Okay, while he's putting that away, and just in case I didn't, Judge, we'd move to admit the exhibit.
You did?
All right, I'll give that flash drive to the court reporter. Let's talk about Snapchat, okay? So we have varying ages of people on the jury, so we want to make sure that we talk about what was Snapchat like in 2017 to the best of your recollection, okay? So you used it to communicate with your sister. Can you explain that?
Yeah. We would text back and forth using it. You could send pictures, but you could also do like messages, and all of it would just disappear unless you saved them.
Okay, so is Snapchat an application that you can download to your phone?
Yeah.
Free?
Yes.
Back in 2017, did you find it to be common that people your age and Libby's age would use it to communicate instead of traditional texting and calling on the phone?
Yes.
Did a Snapchat message always include a picture?
No.
And so it had a texting feature by itself?
Yes.
And then what if it included a picture? What was that like?
She could have sent a picture with words on the picture.
Okay, and you said that the message would go away. Can you explain that?
If you didn't save it, they would just disappear after 24 hours.
Okay, did it allow the user to have limited people in their, let's say, address book for that app?
It would be like adding friends, yeah.
And so you could send it to either one person in your Snapchat friend list or a group of people?
Yeah, you could message like one person, or you could post on your story, and that would be for any of your friends to see.
And would the user have the ability to decide who had access to their story?
I don't remember if you could then.
Okay. Did you have access to your sister's story?
Yeah, so you have to be friends on Snapchat in order to see them.
Did you see Snapchat images on Libby's story that day after you dropped her off at the trail?
Yes.
What did you see?
I remember a picture of just the bridge and then a picture of Abby on the bridge.
And did the image of Abby on the bridge look to you like an image from the very same day?
Yes.
What was it about the image that made you believe it was that day?
They have timestamps on them, and then also they would disappear after 24 hours, so they would be gone if it were a different day.
Okay. Did you recognize the clothing on Abby from that Snapchat?
Yes.
And then the person who posts the image, do they have control over whether it disappears in 24 hours, or is that automatic?
That's automatic.
Is there a way for someone who has the ability to see it because they're following the person's story to keep the image?
You could screenshot it.
Okay. What happens when you screenshot an image on Snapchat? Does the person who posted it know when you screenshot it?
Yes. It would tell them underneath the picture.
So they'd receive notice?
It wouldn't like notify you, but you could go into the picture and see who saved it.
Okay. And can you add and delete people at any time
Yes.
on Snapchat?
Yes.
And so you see an image of Abby on the high bridge, and it coincides with you having dropped your sister and Abby at the bridge, correct? Or at the trail.
Correct.
Do you hear from Libby at any time while she's at the trail before you receive a call from family that she's missing?
No.
Were there other Snapchat images besides the two you described?
Not that I remember.
On the 13th, when you described the 13th of February 2017, when you went out and crossed the bridge with Cody to search, after you came back, you said you were at the police station before dark. Is that right?
That's what I remember, yes.
Okay. And so did you ever then go back to the trail to search more after dark?
Not that night, no.
Did you continue to make an effort to reach Libby by phone or Snapchat or other means?
Yes, I was texting and calling her.
And then the next day on the 14th, well, let me back up. Did you go home then after you were at the police station?
Yep.
And the next day, did you participate in the search?
Yep.
Tell us about where you went, when you went there.
We were divided into groups. My group went to High Bridge and was the group that was supposed to cross the bridge. And we went back down to the driveway.
Okay, same direction that you just showed us previously?
I think we went down the other side of the bridge. Instead of going left, we would have went down going right.
Okay, and then what area did you search after you went down to the right?
We were searching underneath High Bridge.
Did you complete your search of that area?
Yep. We were getting ready to head back.
And did you head back the same way you came?
We started to, yep.
Okay. And then what do you remember?
Not long after we had started heading back up to the bridge is when someone told us that they had found the girls.
Okay. Do you remember who told you?
There was somebody who was farther closer to the creek, and I believe it was a man.
So were they yelling to you?
Yes, they didn't know that it was me.
They did not know you were her sister?
No.
Do you remember who was with you?
Yes, I do. There was a woman named Michael and another woman named Erin.
Michael?
Yes.
And Erin? Both female?
Both female.
Had you ever met them before that day?
Yes. One of them worked at the school.
Okay. And so you had not yet crossed the bridge to go back.
No, we had not gone back yet.
When the person yelled to you they were found, did you know whether they were alive or dead?
No.
And so where did you go?
One of my grandparents was standing closer, not Mike or Becky, another one, and we took his four-wheeler back to his house.
And who was that family member?
My grandpa, Brad
Last name?
Sherman.
And he was on an ATV?
Yes.
And you went back to his home?
Correct.
So you had been to the High Bridge, the Monon High Bridge Trail, and you had crossed the bridge before? Was that a place that you were afraid of? I mean, from the standpoint of safety?
No.
And you had been out there numerous times before?
Yes.
And did you have any reason on February 13th, 2017, to be concerned for your sister and Abby's safety when you dropped them off at the trail?
No.
No other questions?
Mr. Baldwin,
Thank you, Judge. Hi, Kelsi.
Hi.
I wanted to, if I could, look at State's Exhibit, whatever this is.
It's in this corner, this one.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. 2,
Can I use your easel?
ma'am, you need to sit down.
May I please ask?
You need to sit down, ma'am.
The microphone is not pointed toward the witness.
You need to sit down, man.
okay. All right. Is it okay if she steps down?
Certainly.
I'm just going to try to establish where the Mear's entrance is related to the Hoosier Harvest Store. Can you, let's see, is that, where did you cut, where was your house?
It'd be over here. I came down this road.
Okay, is that, when do you get to 300 North?
This is Mear's property. Does that help?
Oh, okay. So show where the Mear's entrance is, please.
This is the entrance.
Okay, so the video that we just saw, that's where the drone started, is right there.
Yes.
Okay. And then when you said then you drove, I guess that would be west.
Sure. Yeah, this way.
And where is the Hoosier Harvest store, if you know? If you...
This one?
Okay, this right here?
Yes, that one.
So I thought you said, you testified, and this is what I heard, that you hit the Hoosier Harvest store first and then the Mear's entrance.
No, the other way around.
It's the other way around.
It's...
Okay, thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Okay. Do you know if there's a camera on the Hoosier Harvest store?
I've heard that, yes.
Okay, so you would have, I guess we'll go this way. You would have parked at the Mear's entrance for a period of time.
Long enough for them to get out.
Okay, and then you would have headed that way, and then the camera, if there is one, would have caught you right after that. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And it's been a long time, so I don't know if you'll remember, but when you pulled into the Mear's lot, did you like go all the way in or part way in? Do you know?
I just kind of pulled in.
Okay. And did you end up having to back out, or did you?
No, I just went into the spot so that I was still facing the road.
Okay. Thank you. And then Libby was in the front seat.
Yes.
And Abby was in the back seat.
Yes.
We saw that in the photo. Were you in the courtroom when your grandma testified?
No.
Oh, okay. Was Abby, I'm sorry. Was Libby an outspoken person, would you say?
Yes.
Bigly outspoken or just kind of regular outspoken?
I'd say regular.
Regular? Would she stand up for others?
Absolutely.
Was she afraid to raise her voice at people?
No.
Did she have a good, strong voice?
Yes.
Now, you found out that the girls were missing at around 4 p.m. Is that correct?
Correct.
So the search, whenever it happened, it did not happen until sometime after 4 p.m. Your search.
Right, when I got there, yes.
And you said somehow you connected with Cody, your cousin. Is that correct?
He's my uncle, but yes.
Uncle, sorry. And you went directly to the bridge. Is that correct?
Correct.
And why did you do that?
That's where my family was, and the girls had been there.
Okay. And how did you know that?
They posted on Snapchat, and I dropped them off.
Now, that bridge, I mean, you talked about it. You would call it dangerous.
Yes.
In fact, I think you said in the past, you'd gotten on your hands and knees and crawled across it. Is that correct?
The first time, yes.
All the way across.
No. When you get to the portions where a full person could fall in through them, yes.
When I was a younger lawyer, I would have got on the ground to demonstrate, but I'm not going to do that now. But when you say on your hands and knees, you mean on your hands and knees you would crawl?
I wasn't stepping over a missing railroad tie, no.
Did Libby also crawl?
No.
Okay. And that's because there are big holes in there, big gaps. You said that?
Yes.
You would not run across that.
No.
It would be a foolish thing to do.
That would be awful.
Awful. It'd be a dangerous thing to do.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to kind of clear up this Snapchat business because older guys get confused. People get confused by that. There's a Snapchat thing that disappears after 30 days or 30 seconds I've heard about. Is that a thing?
A Snapchat picture can disappear in 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay. But you said that this one would be 24 hours. That's where I'm confused.
If you post on your story, it'll stay there for 24 hours.
Okay. So whatever Libby sent you was not the kind that disappears in 10 seconds. Correct.
Correct. She posted on her story.
It was on her story. So that would be there for 24 hours?
Yes.
And you had seen and you remember the image of Abby on the bridge that was posted on Libby's story.
Yes.
And you've seen that multiple times?
Yes.
And just so in the photo would be from Libby going south toward the end of the bridge, facing this way and taking a snapshot of Abby coming this way. Is that correct?
Libby would have been facing the beginning of the bridge. Abby was coming towards her. Yes.
Right. So if Libby had her phone out and was taking photos, she'd be here. If the south end of the bridge where the girls ended up was here, Libby would be this way, looking that way as Abby was coming toward her. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that was about what, 1/3 to 1/2 across the bridge.
I'm not sure.
Would it be help if I refreshed your recollection with that image, that photo?
Sure.
I'll hand you what's been marked as Defendant's Exhibit A. Take a second to look at that for me, please. How far would you say that Abby is when that photo was snapped related to the bridge?
Not very far, because you can still see the water in the beginning of the bridge.
So do you know are you good with fractions, like 1/3, 1/2?
I'd say maybe a fourth.
A fourth? 25% of the way through there?
Judge, I would object to having the witness speculate.
Sustained.
Okay. Does that fairly and accurately that Exhibit 1, or is it A? A, does Defendant's Exhibit A fairly and accurately depict the image that you saw on Libby's, what's it called again?
Snapchat.
The Snapchat
Story.
story, on her story on February 13th, 2017,
Yes.
moved to admit Exhibit A.
No objection.
All right. Without objection, A is admitted.
Judge, I have 12 copies, hopefully 14. May I?
You should have 16.
16. Well,
You can pass it.
may I? Thank you.
Yes, you may. Could you retrieve the exhibit that's in front of... Thank you. Oh, no. You can keep those photographs. I need the exhibit
Oh, I'm sorry.
for the record. Just give that to Jody. Yeah, you can keep those exhibits. Whatever copies you get, just put those inside your folders.
So there's nobody, you don't see anybody on that bridge behind Abby, do you?
No.
Later on, when you went with Cody across the bridge after when you started to search for Libby, you saw a couple of your friends on the bridge, did you not?
They were people I went to school with, yes.
And that was Amaya Abbott and Evan Fritz.
Yes.
So there were people in and around that bridge when you were crossing the bridge looking for the girls, correct?
Yes.
And it would not be uncommon for people to be on that bridge at any point in time during the afternoon based upon your experience. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. You had talked about what Libby put on that was you said that you just had like clothing in the back of your car. What she put on was a swim sweatshirt. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that was new?
Yes.
You had never worn it?
Right.
So you wouldn't expect your hair to be on the inside of it, would you, if you'd never worn it?
Well, we probably washed it, so it might be.
Okay. From the wash?
From the laundry, yeah.
A couple of days ago, did you provide a DNA sample to police?
Yes.
Was that the first time you've done that?
No.
Thank you. No other questions.
Miss Diener.
No questions, Judge.
All right. Does anybody on the jury have Any questions for Miss Siebert? All right, thank you, ma'am. You may step down. And would counsel approach just quickly? We can do it up here at the bench.
Sidebar conference conducted.
Okay, we can keep going, but I think you've got a witness in the courtroom. Kathy Allen is sitting over there in the courtroom.
She's accepted out.
Is she? Kathy Allen is accepted out of...
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what else is there?
I'd ask that inaudible.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you ready with your next witness?
Sidebar conference concluded.